All right, today I'm gonna show y'all a video on how you fix old trailer walls that's uneven. Normally, you take with a 4-inch knife, you put the first bed coat on with a 6-inch knife, first skim coat with a 10, the third skim coat with a 12. But come on. When you're working with an old house that's already done had drywall done to it, there's already existing mud on the wall. So what the customer did in this trailer was took all the strips down, and he wants us to come smooth the walls out and cover these strips up where you don't see them. So if you're thinking about doing this, this is what you got to do. Normally, like I said, these knives mean something different sizes. So the steps I took was different this time. I taped it with a 4, bedded it with a 10, and I'm gonna come back over it with a 12. And the reason why is for that is you don't want any tape showing like you see here and right there. Because when you sand this down, it's gonna give a different texture on the wall than the drywall. So how you eliminate that is, come this way. Take a shot down there. That space that's right there, that means you got a gap right here and a gap right there. You wanna do it with a double 12, so you eliminate that. And I'm gonna show you how to do it right now. Put them down because we don't need them right now. When you're doing old trailers and old walls in the house, expect to use a lot of mud if you want your walls right. Expect that that's what you're gonna have to use to get that side even. Normally my mud would be a little loose, but I kind of work with it better when it's stiff like this. It is bad on your wrist, though. You see that? That's a low spot. They gotta be filled in. We got enough mud up there we can do it with, though. You wanna take it and go to one side of it. Pull it down. Come back from the bottom. Make sure you got everything covered from the floor up. Don't worry about the floors. The customer said they're gonna change the floor, so we good. Normally we would have drop cloths down if we were working with a floor that the customers wasn't gonna change. Now, if you see, we fill most of this in. That's how you eliminate that. We'll sand this down. All this right here is sand out. When you got little lines in it like that, don't worry about that. That'll sand out. Most people keep going back over it and over it again. They end up sanding the layer that they just put on, sanding it off. Don't worry about that. If you had to skim it again, that's what you do. That's how you get it smooth. This one right here, this is a bad spot. So I'll probably end up cutting it out, but I'm gonna go ahead and skim this anyway. Now this one is wide enough where I probably could do it with a 10-inch knife, but we're still not gonna do that because we ain't gonna eliminate that thread. So let's go. Anytime you're doing drywall, in order to get it right, it's a 3-step process. Tape coat, bed coat, skim coat, another skim coat. 3-step process every time. A lot of people talk about how fast other drywall paints or sometimes, but fast ain't always good. Because what ends up happening is they skip bed coats and skim coats. Well, not bed coats, but they skip skim coats. And when you paint your walls and prime your walls, you have a lot of imperfections. And then you end up calling them back. And once you put a coat on there, you want to wait until the mud completely dries before you add another coat. All right, now like this line right here, that's cool. We're gonna live with that for right now. But what I just did was I flattened it out this way. Like I said, it's a 3-step process. It's not quick. I'm flattening it out this way. When this coat dries, I'm gonna sand these little rough edges off, and then I'm gonna go back across it this way. And that's gonna fill in this. And that's how you do it.